Sometimes fate hides beneath a streetlight. It was raining that morning, the kind of slow, endless drizzle that seeps into your bones. I was late for work, juggling my umbrella, coffee, and phone when I saw her. A little girl sitting on the corner of 7th and Maple, holding a piece of cardboard. She couldn't have been older than 7. Her hair was wet and tangled, her coat 2 sizes too big. The cardboard sign she held was smudged from the rain, but I could still make out the words, "My mom's sick. Need food, please help." I stopped. People walked past her without even looking. Heads down, headphones in, pretending she didn't exist. I told myself I couldn't stop either. I was already late, and it wasn't my problem. But when I looked at her again, she smiled. Not the kind of smile that asks for pity, just a small, polite smile, like she didn't want to bother anyone. Something inside me cracked. I went into the cafe across the street, bought a sandwich and a cup of hot chocolate, and brought them to her. She said, "Thank you," in the softest voice I'd ever heard. I asked where her mom was, and she pointed toward a parked car down the block. There, inside an old beat-up sedan, sat a woman slumped in the driver's seat, her head resting against the window. I knocked gently, and she stirred, pale, exhausted, her eyes red from crying. "I'm sorry," she said weakly. "She shouldn't be out here, but I didn't know what else to do. She told me they'd lost their home 3 months ago. She'd been working 2 jobs until she got sick. Pneumonia that turned into something worse. Medical bills, eviction notices, one bad week after another. Now they lived in their car, moving from lot to lot, hoping no one called the police. I called my office, told them I was taking a personal day. Then I took the woman and her daughter to a nearby shelter. It wasn't much, but it was warm and safe. The little girl held my hand the whole way there. Before I left, she gave me the cardboard sign. "You can keep it," she said shyly. "We don't need it anymore." I didn't know what to say. I just nodded and smiled back, fighting the lump in my throat. That night, I couldn't sleep. The sign sat on my kitchen table, damp and crinkled from the rain. I stared at those words. "My mom's sick, need food, please help," and thought about how many others were out there, unseen, unheard, just waiting for someone to notice. The next morning, I drove back to the shelter. The woman and her daughter were gone. The staff said they'd been transferred to a longer-term program. Food, housing, medical care. I never saw them again, but I still have that cardboard sign hanging by my door.